Spooky fam, welcome back to another video. My name is Rocio with Rocio Jimenez Cosplay, and today is my 25th birthday, June 17th. So I'm super excited because we're going to the Oddities and Curiosities Expo for my birthday, and then we're going to go to coffee with friends, but I'm here to record the Oddities and Curiosities Expo for y'all. I am looking super cute, and my boyfriend's also matching with me, so yeah, it's going to be a fun time. It is very humid and hot today though, so hopefully the convention center is nice and cool. That's all I can hope for. So we just arrived and parked at the Oddities and Curiosities Expo here in Austin at the Palmer Event Center. We are walking towards the entrance. We bought some tickets online, and we're also going to do that like clown museum that they got because I wanted to do it last time. So I'm really excited. Our friends are going to meet us at the entrance. I'm super excited because I feel like for my birthdays I don't tend to really spend time with anybody but my boyfriend. So it'll be a fun time, but I'm really excited. So right when you walk in, you get to see the Oddities and Curiosities Expo merch booth, which their merch is always super awesome. I freaking love their logo and just the art style that they use on their products. This was actually my second time at the Oddities and Curiosities Expo. The first time I went was in 2022 for the Austin, Texas show, and then I was so glad that they brought it back for 2023 for Austin, Texas, but unfortunately they didn't bring it back for 2024. Now, what I didn't expect is how many vendors were gonna be there, because like it was insane the first time I went. I did not record, but I was just like, wow, like this event is huge. Like I had seen them post on social medias, but like it really does not disappoint. Like when you go in there, it's just like, wow. So we were excited, and I was super excited to be able to go celebrate my birthday at the Oddities and Curiosities Expo, especially because one of my friends, the ones that joined us, actually were really excited. They have been wanting to go to the Oddities and Curiosities Expo, but they missed the one in 2022. So as you can see, there is so much to see, and I did just get a new camera for my birthday. That was my birthday gift from my boyfriend, so things are a lot more clearer, even though we are in a slightly darker convention center. The Palmer Event Center, unfortunately, is a little bit darker and it's very hard to record, but I tried my very best. Look at these gorgeous butterflies. They are all preserved actual butterflies, and they just put them in really cute displays. There was so much to see, y'all, like so much to see. This was the map of the entire venue, and it might not look like a lot of vendors, but trust me, there was so many. They also have these little like photo areas that are perfect, and I was wearing the perfect outfit for it, and it was my birthday, so I of course had to get a picture. And they also have a stage where they do shows and they have performers and stuff. I don't have a lot of the sound going on this video just because they do have a lot of music playing out throughout, and I don't want to get a copyright strike, but also it's just these convention centers tend to be very loud. It's very difficult for me to edit a lot of these vlogs just because it is very loud and my microphone pretty much picks up everything. But I was still learning the new camera, but I wanted y'all to be able to see everything just because there is so many gorgeous pieces and so many handmade like items and oddities items. It's literally the Oddities and Curiosities Expo, like come on. And you know, fun fact, y'all, I never ever expected that I would be vending at two of the Oddities and Curiosities Expos in 2024. Like, yes, I vended at two of them in 2024, so I'm just like, wow. Which I do have to post, I think, those vlogs on my Sparkling Punk YouTube channel still, because those are Artist Alley vlogs, but still, it's so wild because look at all of these amazing pieces. Now, if you're into jewelry, the Oddities and Curiosities Expo has some of the greatest jewelry makers, from anywhere like this that I was just showing to people that actually use bones in creating their jewelry. I saw some of the most gorgeous pieces. I don't really wear rings or necklaces and stuff like that. Like, I really want to start wearing them more often, but it has never really been my thing. But as you can see, look at all of these really pretty pieces. My boyfriend is a huge ring guy, so we're looking at a lot of rings for him, and he occasionally does wear like chunky necklaces as well, but there was just so many little tiny pieces to see. I believe I even wanted to get one of the rings because I think I saw one that had like a really gorgeous spider. So yeah, there was so many gorgeous rings. Like, look at that beautiful bat ring. Like, now that I'm getting back into my era of trying to wear jewelry, I would have so got that at that time. Why didn't I? If you're into taxidermy, they have some of the cutest taxidermy mice. My friend is obsessed with mice, so we just had to bring her over because they had so many cute mice. And then we also ended up getting to kind of catch a little glimpse of one of the performances that was going on. We didn't walk too far just because we were still kind of browsing. We have this rule where we try to go down like the entire rows, and then at the very end we do like a round and then we stop. But yeah, they were doing like some sort of performance on the stage. Once again, I didn't want to really show it because there was music involved. So that whole like copyright thing, but I wanted y'all to be able to see it. And this camera doesn't zoom as well as my old one did, but it's much more clearer. So, pros and cons about it. But honestly, I love it overall. I just really wish I had a rag to clean my lens because there is so many little spikes of lighting. If you're into clothing, as you can see, there is a booth there in the corner that sells clothing like Creepsville clothing, Hell Bunny clothing, all that kind of fun clothing items, t-shirts, things like that. There are many of those kinds of booths as well. So if you are a fashion type person that likes the goth alternative fashion, definitely they have options for you. One major thing that I have noticed about the Oddities and Curiosities Expo is that people come to spend money. Like, a bunch of these bigger taxidermy pieces are in the thousands. They were actually selling like a giraffe head from literally its neck and up. I think it was like $8,000. So it's definitely big spenders when it comes to this types of event. And like I said, they do have clothing booths like this one here. I absolutely loved the entire selection. I am a huge like alternative goth girly, so I'm always here for the clothes. If you know me, my clothing collection is a little obnoxious, and it's exploding in my house, but fashion is everything to me. I grew up with hand-me-down clothes, and there's nothing wrong with hand-me-down clothes, but when you finally have your own adult out monies to purchase what you want, it's just so much more special because like now I'm not wearing someone else's clothes. I'm wearing what I want to wear and what makes me happy, and I'm able to express myself like to the best of my abilities within my own fashion, if that makes sense. And yeah, like it's just such a relief to be able to do that and just express myself. But as you can see, the vendors just keep going. I think I just recorded as much as I possibly can because it was like never ending, which is great. It's just overwhelming though at the same time, because when you're here on a budget, it is very hard to not want to just blow the entire load the first shop that you fall in love with. At this specific show, they had the Mad Clown exhibit, which was really freaking cool to just go see. It is an extra fee, but it's nothing major. And I do like that they have like these little side things as well. They also do a taxidermy class. I don't know how many they do throughout the event, but I know that is an option. And I know that that tends to be a class that sells out all the time, where they teach you how to do taxidermy pieces, which is really, really cool, especially if you want to just build a new skill, learn something new, or it's something that you've always wanted to do. So on top of the regular Oddities and Curiosities merch, they also had this like merch booth for the Mad Clown Museum or exhibit that they had. I really liked those plushies. They had some t-shirts as well, and they had, because it was all about like a chicken, if I recall correctly. They had a lot of things like promoting the chicken here in the t-shirts, so it was really cool to be able to see a very different selection for everything. And I really wanted that plushie, I'm not gonna lie. It was so hard not to get it because it was just so stinking cute. I really liked the leotards that this booth had. They were like all sheer, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I need one. But like I said, I have a problem with my clothes. Okay, I have so much of it. And then I saw this pinafore with little bat wings on it. Oh my god, I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. I wanted it to come home with me. But I think even though it was my birthday, I like made sure not to come with money so I wouldn't spend because I just couldn't, y'all. My wallet could not. I also was so excited to see that House of Hex was vending here. I had met her at Horror for the Holidays and I freaking love her work. She is such an inspiration, and I love that I have actually kind of become friends with her. Social media friends, of course. Like we've met in person and everything, and she's super stinking sweet, and I love her merchandise. I love her artwork. I love her products, and her booth looks super stinking cute. So I had to kind of show her off here. Definitely go ahead and check her out on social media at House of Hex. And I believe her website is probably houseofhex.com. But yeah, definitely check her out because her artwork is freaking gorgeous. And she like hand paints a bunch of things, and it's just all of her original artwork. And I love it. Her art style is just freaking gorgeous. Oh my gosh, y'all, when I saw that Monster Creations was here, I like kind of had a little fangirl moment, not gonna lie, because I have been following them for quite some time on Instagram, and I am obsessed, y'all, obsessed with bags. I collect bags on bags on bags. I have so many spooky bags from so many small business owners. They are literally on my walls. It's not only my decor, I do use them, but oh my gosh, I was just so excited because I believe they are an LA based small business. So the fact that they came out to the Oddities and Curiosities Expo in Austin, I was like, ooh, yes. Like, just look at this gorgeous Beetlejuice wallet. I believe these wallets were all handmade, and then some of the other bags are manufactured, but it is all of their artwork. So I was just like, ooh, this is so cute. It was so tempting to get that wallet, and I really wanted it. But here's the thing, y'all, I don't use big wallets anymore. That was younger me. Now I'm all about like the micro tiny wallet, and that's kind of what I gear towards. I've had this coffin one for years, but it's kind of on its way out, so I was kind of looking. I was like, just in case, maybe I could replace it. Yeah, I really wanted to come home with something, and I did, not gonna lie. Now, this booth was really interesting. They preserved spider webs. Those are actual spider webs, not painted spider webs. So kind of the process of that is they had a black frame, and when they saw a spider web, they would kind of just put this black frame behind and then just lift it up, and then it's on the frame because it sticks onto the frame itself. It's like really unique process, super freaking cool. But yeah, it was really cool seeing preserved spider webs. Now, this one was another super cool booth. They had steampunk items, and it was anywhere from like clothing to accessories to quills, as you can see, jewelry. And I loved it because I'm all about like steampunk, doing it for Ren Fair. Like, it looks really freaking cool. As you can see, you could see the goggles and the hats that they had too. Freaking awesome. Oh my god, and then my friend Tomoko found me this parasol that was a spider web. It was so me, so my vibe, and she was like, you should totally get this. And I freaking loved it. I freaking loved it. I freaking wanted it so freaking bad. And her husband actually was like, do you want this as your birthday gift? So I did end up getting it as my birthday gift from them, and it was gorgeous. The only thing is, of course, it's not really for sun protection, it's more for like fashion, but I could totally see myself using that at Ren Fair. Have I done it yet? No, I have not. This booth also had a lot of things from Sourpuss Clothing, which rip. Sourpuss doesn't really sell clothing anymore. They sell more like print on demand items. They kind of stopped selling stuff because they got rid of their warehouse. But yeah, they did have a lot of Sourpuss Clothing items, which was really cool to see because I freaking love Sourpuss. This is another artist that I love. I had to stop by his booth, Spicy Donut. He pretty much creates horror items, but in pins, and his artwork is fucking gorgeous. Like, just look at his artwork. It's so pretty. I then got distracted by this display, and I really wanted to take a picture in it. We then came across this booth, and can you guess what stopped me? The purses, of course. I am such a freaking purse girl. I wanted every single bag that they had. They had, I believe, some Creepsville. They had some Sourpuss. They had this other brand that I don't recall the name of, but I've seen so much. Oh my god, they had so many options, okay? I really, really wanted some bags, but I'm like, I can't be adding more bags. And like I said, I came with like no money to this event because I didn't have any intention to spend, and I really couldn't be adding to my credit cards, but there was so many cool things in this booth. Oh my god, as you can see, I'm like pointing things out. My boyfriend did end up getting that jack-o'-lantern hat though, and people constantly ask him where he got his hat, and he's like, well, from a booth that was selling things that are Creepsville 666 items. This hat is probably one of his go-tos for when we do Halloween events, and I freaking love it. It's super freaking cool. Which, by the way, if you have not checked out Creepsville 666, I highly recommend checking them out. They have some really cool accessories and clothing. I like getting my elastic waist belts from them. I have a jack-o'-lantern one. I have 2 bat ones from them. I believe I have a planchette one as well, and one with a skull. Their belts are like to die for, and they are perfect for skirts, perfect for pants. Like, you could pretty much pair them with anything, so I highly recommend them. They're one of the many alternative companies that I personally recommend, and it's a small business. You're literally supporting a small business. My friend Tomoko was caught at a booth choosing like little wings that she can add to her shoes, and they also had these handmade little hair. I don't even know what to call them, but they're like the little pieces that you put in your hair and then you like put a stick through them, but they have a design. But yeah, they had some really cool stuff. And I know I keep saying that, but I'm telling you, the amount of talent that there is at the Oddities and Curiosities Expo is just like, wow. If you know me, I'm a crazy cat lady, so I freaking loved that cat with all the mushrooms. And then we also loved the plague doctor. We were obsessed with this artist's artwork. Like, oh my gosh, just gorgeous. And we are coming to a wrap up here at the end of my video. I hope you all enjoyed this little vlog. I'm sorry that I couldn't really have any of the volume for the videos, but it was very loud in there. Don't forget to like and subscribe, my spooky people. And of course, I will see y'all next time. All right, bye everyone. Until next time.